Next on Comcast Newsmakers, the Washington State Patrol wants to achieve a big goal by the year 2030. Find out what that goal is coming up. Hi, welcome to Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Sabrina Register. We're in Olympia today, the beautiful Governor's Mansion. Right now, joining me is Chief, Washington State Patrol, Chief John Batiste.
Nice to be here.
Yeah, thanks for coming on the program. It's a pleasure to see you.
Thank you for the invitation.
I mentioned you have a big goal. You want to achieve this goal by the year 2030. What is that? What is that goal?
Well, what we'd like to do is eliminate fatality collisions within the state of Washington on roadways.
Eliminate, so
Yes.
you mean to zero?
Totally zero.
And by the year 2030, why 2030?
Well, you know, we actually sat down and we talked about this requirement that the federal government requires of each state, which is to put together a strategic highway safety plan. Each governor is required to complete one. And during the conversation, we talked about wanting to reduce fatalities by X percentage or X number. And then we got to actually getting into more personal conversations and asking ourselves, well, what if it were one of your family members? Is any number acceptable? So thus grew the title, Target Zero.
Right.
We want to actually eliminate all fatalities in our state by 2030. If we continue to do things as normal, it would take us to 2072, we predict. By doing some innovative things, we think we can get there by 2030. We want to be very aggressive in this approach.
Talk about the statistics right now for traffic fatalities, either this year or maybe last year. What kind of numbers do you see right now in the state of Washington?
Well, let's go back to 2005 when we actually started to strongly put our efforts into this. We were looking at 659 lives lost on roadways in the state of Washington.
That's a sobering number.
Yes, it is. And by 2012, we brought that number down to 427. So we're making tremendous progress. Yes, it's a lofty goal, but we think we can get there. It's a goal, and we want to vigorously pursue that goal.
Are a lot of the traffic fatalities, do they involve alcohol or some of them distracted driving? Kind of give me a breakdown of what they look like.
The number one cause of loss of life on our roadways is alcohol-related collisions. On average, we lose anywhere from 200 up to 220 folks a year on our roadways because of drinking and driving, be it under the influence of alcohol and or drugs.
So there's a big emphasis then on curbing or eliminating drunk drivers on the road.
That's correct.
And how are you doing that?
Well, one of the things we did was put together what we call Target Zero teams in respective areas throughout the state. We have a team in King County, Pierce County, Snohomish County. We recently rolled out 2 additional teams, one in Spokane and one in Yakima. And these are individuals, troopers who are highly trained and quite passionate about removing intoxicated individuals from our roadways. So we've assigned them to those given counties with the sole responsibility of doing just that, pursuing their passion, going out, removing those individuals from our roadways who drive under the influence of alcohol and our drugs.
So if you can remove those kinds of drivers, you've at least tackled a big part of the problem. Maybe not the whole problem, but a big portion. A
great percentage of our problem are those individuals, and if we can take care of that, we will have accomplished a great deal in moving towards Target Zero.
And in closing, Chief, because we're almost out of time, other states are also trying to achieve Target Zero by 2030?
Yes, actually, we've got the entire U.S. Excited about this proposition. The U.S. Department of Transportation is also pursuing zero fatalities on our roadways. The state of Utah has their own Target Zero program along with some other states. So it's caught on. It's quite an exciting venture. You have states that are joining forces to pursue this as a team.
So again, it's a goal, but it's definitely one you want to achieve.
It is.
All right.
It is.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Chief
you so
John
much.
Batiste. Appreciate it.
My privilege.
And thanks for watching Comcast Newsmakers. Headline News coming up at the top and bottom of the hour.